Yeah, go ahead. Are you agent? Is it your title, agent?
Special agent.
Special agent.
Special
agent.
Sean, this is.
All rise for the jury.
That's not You may be seated. Agent Brandon, you are still girl. Okay?
Yes.
Right, go ahead, please.
Thank you. All right. We had an opportunity, my co-counsel and I, to reorganize so that we can do this as efficiently as possible. Special Agent, I'd like to direct your attention to Exhibit 66, I'm sorry. This is the Instagram post of the shooter, and you already testified earlier that Instagram account was followed by Jennifer Crumbley. Is there anything about this image that you want to remark on in terms of what you see and what you don't see?
Yeah, so in the image is the 6-hour 9mm pistol. There's one magazine inserted into the firearm. There's also an empty magazine next to the firearm on the right-hand side. In the image, there is not the ATF pamphlet or the cable lock that was sold with the firearm.
And then and I believe 66 is already admitted, and 67? What is this, Special Agent?
This is a picture from Jennifer Crumbley's cell phone, taken, I believe, 30 to 40 minutes after, I was in around 6:38, 6:40 p.m. on the 26th.
The day the gun was purchased?
Correct. And this is a picture of the 6-hour is the bottom pistol with a magazine inserted. The top pistol is the Keltec 22 caliber pistol, and then there are the 2 Sig Sauer magazines, the ATF pamphlet, and a cable lock with a key inserted and a second key attached.
And this was previously admitted, this cable lock, it's People's 39. Can you testify about whether or not this is similar or the same? Can you tell that?
I would say that it is similar. The exact same words and instructions are on the pamphlet and on the, call that I don't know if it's a sticker that's attached to the bottom by the block there.
This right here?
Correct, but I've had an opportunity to review the words on both and they do match up.
Okay. And you see the pamphlet in that picture?
Yes.
And Jennifer Crumbley took that photo the day the gun was purchased, and you said around 6:30?
It was between 6:30 and 6:40 p.m., I believe.
Okay, thank you. I want to go to now the next day. That would be the Saturday. The 26th was Friday after Thanksgiving. The 27th was Saturday. Did you have the opportunity to review surveillance video from a gun range in Clarkston?
Yes.
And do you know about what time that surveillance began? In other words, who's the surveillance of?
It shows Jennifer Crumbley and the shooter entering the gun range, paying for range time, targets, and 9mm ammunition, 100 rounds of it, and then they proceed to take turns firing the 6-hour pistol.
Okay, so do you recall about the time they arrived there?
It was approximately 1:00 p.m.
Okay. So the receipt is for, you said 100 rounds?
Yes, they bought 2 50-round boxes of Patriot Defense 9mm ammunition.
Okay, and so the only firearm that ammunition is for is the shooter's Christmas gift, the SIG?
Yes, out of the firearms in their home, it would only be utilized in that one specific firearm, yes.
Okay, and the previous receipts that we've admitted into evidence that you obtained, is there any record of any purchase of a 9mm ammunition before this day?
Not that I found, no.
Okay, so in terms of the evidence you obtained, this is the first time and only time you saw a purchase of 9mm ammunition?
Correct.
Okay. And who was at the range with the shooter?
Jennifer Crumbley.
Were you looking at the phone evidence and the forensic evidence from the phones able to determine where James Crumbley was that day?
Yes, I believe he was door dashing during the daytime hours that day.
He was a DoorDash driver, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I want to draw your attention to the actual surveillance video, which is Exhibit 71. We are not going to play the entire video, Your Honor, although the entire video will be admitted into evidence and the jury can view it. We're going to try to focus on the most relevant parts, and then the entire video is in evidence.
And you can play the video if you want.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. What are we looking at, Special Agent?
So that's Jennifer Crumbley had just arrived and placed the 6-hour pistol box on the display case there, and the shooter is standing over her shoulder.
Okay, Special Agent, we're going to fast forward. That you've already identified that gun case as the SIG case and not this that it's this one, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So at this point, if you know, where is the gun?
So the handgun is in the 6-hour pistol case with the 2 boxes of ammunition sitting on top.
Okay, and Jennifer Crumbley is handling those.
Yes.
Okay. And what are they doing now?
They're putting on ear protection before entering the range.
The previous footage shown of Jennifer Crumbley at the shooting range, do you remember, did she have ear protection on?
Yes.
Okay. Special Agent, can you explain to the jury what's happening right now, if you know?
Right now, the shooter is loading ammunition into the magazines.
Now, at this point, he had the gun for one day?
Yes, approximately around exactly 24 hours.
Okay. And do you see a lock anywhere in that case or next to the gun or the case?
No.
Special Agent, I do have a question while we're viewing this. Are all of the visits and purchases stored on surveillance and ranges and licensed firearm dealers?
So in this particular gun range, there is surveillance camera equipment. I don't believe it went back past September 25th, which is why there wasn't surveillance video for the previous visits.
Okay. So what's happening right now?
So that is the 6-hour pistol. I'm going to call that the stand, as well as a loaded magazine. And now the shooter is placing a target on the cardboard before sending it back down range.
So just for the record, the shooters already, were you able to tell how many rounds he shot?
It depends on how full the magazine was, but if he had a full magazine, it would have been 15 rounds once he loaded in the firearm that he discharged.
Okay. And can you tell the jury what's happening now?
Yeah, so now he brings a new target over for Jennifer Crumbley, and then he fixes it to the cardboard and then sends it downrange.
So it seems both of them are struggling at this point as he did before. What are they trying to do? He had the same trouble.
So initially he had trouble inserting the magazine. This is different. He's trying to explain to her how to send the slide forward by pressing sending the slide release and sending it forward to chamber around to the magazine. And that's that action right there.
So Jennifer Crumbley took her turn at firing the SIG. Were you able to tell whether it was just, it seemed like just a few rounds?
Yeah, just a few rounds. It was a partially loaded magazine that was inserted into the firearm.
Okay. And then, I know you have viewed this several times. At this point, the shooter does another,
Your Honor,
I don't know how many
just
rounds.
ask that the witness answer the questions and just be as non-leading.
I'm just really just trying to make things easy and more understandable. And we were gonna fast
Well,
forward.
okay, so you're gonna fast forward. What happens next? What happens next?
So I think they exchanged turns one more time, shooting at the target, and then I believe it's only one more time each, and then they depart from the range.
Okay. All right, you're fast forwarding to when they're both completed. You think what did they both shoot more rounds or just the shooter, if you know?
I'm not certain if Jennifer shot more rounds or not. I know the shooter takes another turn this time around. I don't know exactly how many more times Jennifer shoots.
Do you know how many rounds total were left when they were finished shooting?
So they discard an empty box of 50 rounds of the 9mm ammunition into the trash can, and then exit with only one box of 50 rounds. So when they departed, they only had the 50-round full box of Patriot Defense 9mm ammunition.
Okay. And we can fast forward to that part. We're going to try. Special agent, is that where she just, the ammunition's discarded?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And this is the picture of the target that was posted. Do you know, was that ever recovered?
Yes, there was targets in the shooter's bedroom. I don't recall exactly if it was Mrs. Crumbley's target or not. I know Ethan, or the shooter's target was one of them, I believe.
And can you tell the jury what he's doing now?
Right now, he's trying to put the 6-hour pistol and 3 pistol magazines into the case and close it.
Are the magazines full or empty, or can you tell?
They're empty.
And what does it look like to you is happening?
So the shooter's just trying to rearrange the pistol box so that it closes properly and can fully clamp with those that we demonstrated earlier, the opening of the clamps.
The latch?
The latches, yes.
So Jennifer Crumbley's carrying the case with the SIG inside of it.
Yes.
And do you see is the shooter carrying anything?
Yes, he has the targets as well as the box of 9mm pistol ammunition.
Okay. And based on your investigation and all the physical evidence and digital evidence, was this the last known image of this weapon before it was used to kill the students in Oxford High School?
Yes.
Okay, I'd like to draw your attention to Exhibit 72. Can you tell the jury what this is?
This is an Instagram post by Jennifer Crumbley on the date that they went to the range later that evening. It says, "Took my new SIG out to the range today."
I just want to stop you. This is actually.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Whose Instagram post is this?
I'm sorry, this is the shooter's Instagram.
Okay.
It posted later that evening, said, "Took my new SIG out to the range today. Definitely need to get used to the new sights, LOL."
And could you tell when that was posted?
Yes, 1902 on the date they went to the range, being the 27th, the day after Thanksgiving.
Okay, and what time is that for?
7:02 p.m.
It's UTC -5, so is it 7 or is it?
I'm sorry, that is in UTC. So time of this, it would be around 2 o'clock, 2:02 p.m.
2:02. Can you tell the jury what UTC minus?
Yeah, so
What am I talking about when I say that?
it's just the universal time. So that is like the time in the Eastern time zone is either -4 or -5, depending on the time of year, daylight savings time.
Okay, so that is 72, and then do you know, by the way, where Jennifer Crumbley was when this was posted? If you know.
I believe she was still home at this point.
I want to draw your attention to 73. What is this?
This is the Instagram post by Jennifer Crumbley of the target with "Mom and Sunday testing out his new Christmas present. My first time shooting a 9mm. I hit the bullseye." And this was posted about a minute later than the shooter's Instagram post.
So his post was 2:02 and hers was 2:03?
Yes.
Okay, and there's more than just this post, correct?
There's 3 images within the one post, yes.
Okay. So it's the same text, but 3 different images?
Yes.
Okay, and what is this picture of?
So this is the 3rd image. The first was the main target, then there was a zoom in of the bullseye, and then there was this image, which was of the firearm in the case with 2 pistol magazines and the ATF Youth Handgun Safety Act notice beneath it.
Do you know where James Crumbley was during this time? Was he still doing DoorDash deliveries?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know at some point whether or not Jennifer Crumbley left the house that day when they returned from the range?
Yes, she did.
Okay, and do you know about what time?
It was around, I believe it was around 2:30, or it could have, I know there was a Facebook message around 2:30 sent that she was shopping, so I don't know exactly what time she left, but I know she left after that Instagram post.
Okay, and do you know when she returned?
It was around 5:30 p.m.
Okay.
You know, I might be using Jennifer and James on that timing that Jennifer returned home.
Okay,
For that.
it's okay.
Yeah.
We have another witness that will testify about it. Just one moment, Your Honor. All right, I want to draw your attention to a previously, I believe it's previously admitted, 74, Exhibit 74. All right, and if we could zoom in on the drawing of the firearm in that diagram. We've already, well, tell the jury when you first saw this worksheet.
I first saw this worksheet when I was at Oxford High School on November 30th, 2021, responding to the shooting.
Okay, and what's your understanding about who drew those things and when?
It was my understanding that the shooter drew them earlier in the day, and I have to say that I saw an image of this worksheet, which is probably the same image. And it was, like I said, during my time responding to school.
Okay, Special Agent, what, if anything, caught your attention about this drawing?
There were several things, specifically with the firearm. After recovering it and looking at it, inspecting it, it appeared to be the same firearm recovered from that the shooter used to commit the shooting, the 6-hour 9mm pistol.
Okay, can you explain to the jury why you believe that?
Yes. So when you look at the image, the back of the, you mind if I pick up the actual?
Go ahead. But you're gonna have to stand so the jury can see it.
So when you look at the back of the slide, there's serrations at the back of the slide here. Actually, turn it this way. So there's serrations at the back of the slide in the same location that they are in the picture. The shape of the trigger guard of the picture appeared to be the same shape, as well as the magazine. The SIG magazine is unique in that it has this lip at the front. And when inserted in the firearm, it creates this secondary kind of, it's not flush with the firearm, right? There's
Your
this
Honor, I'm
lip.
sorry, can we
Oh,
just,
yep,
can you turn to so we can see?
Move my
each other?
chair back, yep, there we go.
Sorry, I can't see what you're.
Yep, that's right. So there's a lip in the front of the firearm here when the magazine's inserted. And when I looked at the picture, it appeared to be that was what was drawn at the bottom, where you see that lip.
Did you see anything else about the drawing that was notable?
Yes, the ammunition appeared to be, after working this case and reviewing the image and knowing the caliber of firearms in the Crumbley home, it appeared that ammunition was not .22 ammunition for the simple fact that the cylinder at the bottom on a .22 long rifle round of ammunition is not flush. It creates almost like a cylinder at the bottom, if you could picture it, and it wouldn't be flush with the round. So instead of it just being a circle like this, where you'd have a circle like that, it would be that there are parts and edge sticking out around it, so to speak. There would be an edge drawn further around the bottom of that round of ammunition, and it's much thinner.
Okay, and I'm going to approach and show you the previously admitted picture of the other firearm that the Crumbleys owned. That's most similar to what's not here that's on the SIG that makes you think that the drawing was of the SIG. How are these two different?
So additionally, on the SIG,
And tell me how I should hold this so it doesn't look like I'm pointing at you.
take that from you.
Okay, thank you.
So when you look at this at the SIG here, there's an ejection port on this side, on the right side of the firearm, similar to the one drawn in the picture. The only other magazine-fed pistol in their residence at the time did not have an ejection port on either side of the firearm because it's concealed by the slide.
No, nothing further at the moment, Your Honor.
Thank you.